We are here with Darin Francis, Parkview running back, inching closer to the Springfield Public Schools career touchdown record. Why don't we start there? Tell me a little bit about that and what that means to you and Parkview football.
Honestly, we haven't really talked much about it. I mean, it's pretty honorable for it, but we're more as a team wise, we're ready to take the next step in our season and hoping for the best for that. So.
Sure. When did you start kind of hearing about it or find out about it? It sounds like it wasn't something you were kind of searching out, but
right. I heard about it. Well, I heard about last year. As soon as the season ended, I knew that it was possible that I could get the season. But honestly, other than that, we haven't really talked much about it. We've just been trying to prepare for the rest of the season and haven't heard much about it. I knew I was getting close, but I wasn't exactly sure when how close I was getting.
Sure. Well, speaking of last year, monster year, 26 touchdowns, like 1,600 yards. Big year. What were some of your personal goals then coming in, or was it all just team based?
Well, it was team based. I mean, I wanted to work as hard as I could to help the team, and of course they did the same for themselves, and it was all a team effort. And I knew if it wasn't for, we had an awesome offensive line last year, and they did awesome. So if it wasn't for them, I definitely couldn't have had as good a year as I did, and so
sure.
It was grateful for them.
Yeah, you got to get the guys up front and shine.
Yeah, I was grateful for them.
No doubt. Well, speaking of the offense, I mean, it's kind of tricky, kind of deceptive even for fans. There's a lot going on. How does somebody like you, when the ball can go anywhere, emerge kind of as the leader there out of the backfield?
Honestly, I give all the credit to that offensive line because, sure. And the other backs that they have to carry out all the fakes, and if they don't get the fakes, some of the time they don't get linebackers coming their way, and it doesn't get them off balance or anything to get blocks. So the offensive line doing a heck of a job at what they're doing and knowing what they're supposed to do. So if it wasn't for that, I definitely couldn't do it.
Sure. You mentioned all the fakes and all of that. Is it as complicated of an offense as it seems? Is it as complicated as it is to watch, to run?
It was at first. It was at first, but now it's just kind of routine, and you don't really think of other offenses that they run. You just think yours is just like theirs.
Sure.
It's kind of different, but it is complicated at first. But once you get used to it, it seems just like a regular offense that you'd run.
Sure. Now the mindset's kind of changed a little bit about Parkview football since you've been here. Talk about the transformation of the program and what that's meant.
The coaching staff has done an awesome job of getting the guys mentally ready for everything that we do. But coming ready for practice or coming ready to have the good mindset for the game and change the mentality of the team mainly. And we've been having great leadership these past couple of years with our seniors and stuff, and they know how to change it around and get us ready.
Sure. All right. Let's see. Of course, in spring, you kind of double dip a good baseball catcher. Talk about the difference between the two and which you prefer to play and which you were more likely to play in college, if that's...
Well, I'm planning on playing baseball probably in college. Okay. It's just something that I've decided that I think I'd rather do. I love football to death, and it'll be really hard for me to know that I'm not going to be able to play after high school probably. But I loved it and every minute of it, so... But baseball's probably where I'm going to go.
Okay. Do you have any looks at where or?
Well, I'm really hoping I want to go to Missouri State.
Okay.
I want to Missouri State, but we're just going to have to see what happens there, and hopefully it ends up to where that happens. But if not, we'll work other things out.
Sure. All right, going to go a little bit off topic here. Kind of in the community, there was a lot of news about the dirty dancing rules at high school dances. Several Parkview students I heard were kicked out of the dance. What was the students' side, the students' reaction to some of the new rules?
They weren't too happy about it. They think now if it's going to end up like that there's no reason to go. I mean, they was pretty harsh about what the rules were, I thought, but there's nothing really we could do about it, you know. So But we hope I guess they're going to have a meeting and talk about the rules again and see what they can do about it, see if they can ease up a little bit on it.
All right, well, lastly, got Willard coming up, mindset for that, and what are you kind of expecting?
We're hoping to come out and play hard from the start. Last week we didn't do it as like we wanted to. We didn't come out like we wanted to, so we're hoping this week can come out and get the mindset early and get the ball going our way and the game going our way early and staying with it the whole game and working hard through the whole game.
All right, Darin. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the time.
All right, thank you.